there, thanks for joining me today. I'm Tina Carini at SpongeandStamp.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Byron, Georgia in the United States. So the card we're going to be working with today, or I'll be showing you today, is we're going to be using the positive thoughts, if I can get my words out right today. This is in the annual catalog. You can find it in there. It's a beautiful set. It does have dies that coordinate with it that you can get. We're going to be using Misty Moonlight. I have a piece of scrap for some stamping. Then we have a strip of cardstock that is 1 3/4 by 4 inches. We have a piece of white cardstock that is 1 5/8 inch by 4 inches, and we're going to be stamping and layering those together. Then we have a piece of designer series paper that is 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and we're going to be layering that on a piece of white that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 inches, and that's going to layer right on there. And then we have an inside piece that is 4 1/4 by 4 inches, and that's going to get stamped in the inside. And then our card base again is Misty Moonlight, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, folded in half. Okay, and then we have our envelope that we're going to stamp on too. So let's go ahead. I'm going to fold this up, put that to the side. I'm going to bring in the images that the white cardstock that we're going to stamp on. And I'm going to be using the flower that's off of the stamp set and the sentiment, friends like you mean more every year. So we're going to be using Misty Moonlight. So I'm kind of keeping this card in like a, what do you call it, a monochromatic card where it's just in the blues. Okay, let's see here. So the first thing we're going to do is stamp our flower. Have to stop and think here. Stamp our flower. Oh, that didn't stamp very good. Well, let me stamp that again. Ink that up a little bit better. Stamp that right down there. That's pretty good. Then we're going to bring in our sentiment. Friends like you mean more every year. And I'm sorry for the background noise, but my husband and son are home today. And let me see if I can stamp this straight, hopefully. There we go. We've got that. That is going to layer right on there. And then was this our inside piece? What did I do? No, this is the inside piece. So I am going to be inking this up. I thought about stamping it lighter shade, and we probably could still do that. So let me bring in some scrap paper. Well, it's really computer paper that I use to stamp off. And we're just going to stamp our flower right down here in the corner, just so that's a little lighter. And that is going to go into the inside of our card. So let's go ahead and glue that down. I'm using my favorite glue, which is the Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. I like this glue the most because it gives me wiggle room. And what I mean by that is a lot of times I don't necessarily lay things down completely even and straight, so it gives me some time to get it straight. Okay, so that's done, so let's put that aside. Let's bring in our designer series paper. This is Flowers from Every Season, and I kind of did a boo-boo earlier, so you're not going to be able to see the back side of it. When I was filming, well, it wasn't my fault. I lost my internet. It just went kabooey. So, and I went to go get another piece of this, and this was my last piece of this particular pattern. So I just trimmed it down, and we're going to be using it. So I guess that just shows you that even if something happens, you can still reuse it. You don't have to trash it and it be gone forever. So that's that. So we're going to go ahead and adhere that to the front of our card base. And we're going to just put that on there. Oh, wait a second. I did not score or fold that right at all. So I need my silicone mat because nothing sticks to it. So this won't stick and pull up and rip up. So we're going to salvage and save this card base here. Now this can go right on there now. Sorry about that. I sure didn't fold that straight, and I'm looking at it and it's still kind of not straight, but it's okay. All right, so there we go. So now this is going to get glued on here too. So put a little bit of this glue right on there and stick that right on there. I will post all the measurements that I used in the description, along with a list of products that I used in today's video, and you will be able to click on them and shop in my store if you should need the products. I would so appreciate your business. Okay, so there we go. So that's not exactly straight. So sometimes the liquid glue isn't even my friend, even then. Okay, there we go. It's okay. All right, I am not going to sweat the small stuff today. Okay, so we're going to close this up. Oh, wait, let's go ahead before I close that and stamp on our envelope. So I think I'm just going to stamp a flower on the front right-hand corner, lower corner of the envelope, and just stamp it right like so. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to close this up. Move that aside, bring back in our flower. So I don't have the dies, so we have to do a little fussy cutting here, but thank goodness that I have already stamped and fussy cut the flower out so that you didn't have to sit here and watch me fussy cut, because I know that sometimes that could be a little boring. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and make sure that you ring that bell so that you can get future notifications or notifications of all my future videos that I post so that you don't miss any. So anyway, so I'm just turning my paper. I'm not really turning my scissors, or I'm trying not to turn my scissors as I just trim, and I'm trying to leave a little bit of a white border around so that it looks more like I die cut it or it was punched out, and not just not just hand cut, fussy cut. So that's all I'm doing, just turning my paper and just kind of going around, trying to leave a little bit of a white border around it, just like so. Okay, so that's all. So I've got it right here, and that is going to get popped up right on the corner of this using a dimensional. So we're going to put that on the back just like so, and then we're going to place our flower right here, and then we're going to pop this up. So we're going to bring back in our dimensionals so that we can pop this up. So just like so. And I put extra dimensionals on mine so that when it goes through the mail, it doesn't reach whoever you send your cards to all wompy. So you don't want a middle sagging or something like that. So I just make sure that I put enough on there. And then we're just going to try to put this on here straight, just right across, just like that. And it looks pretty straight to me. Now you can embellish this if you'd like, or you could leave it just like it is, but it's a very simple card to make. And I think it's very beautiful. So I am going to put an embellishment on there, and I think I'm just going to use my basic rhinestones. I really love to use these because they're just easy to use and they go with everything. And if you want, you can always color them too. So you can color them with your alcohol markers, the Stampin' Blends, and it will hold and stay on there. It won't rub off. So there we go. So there is our card. Here is our coordinating envelope that coordinates with our card. And then we have the inside too. And you can stamp another sentiment or write whatever special message you would like on the inside. And again, we use positive thoughts. in the flowers for every season designer series paper. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so you get notifications of every time I go live. And if I can help you with any of these supplies, please let me know. I would be ever so grateful for your business. Okay, thanks and have a great day. Toodly-doo.